Okay, we are moving on to my pick of the show. And this is actually what I started the show wearing, this sweater. I absolutely adore it, love it, and I love that it's on sale. This is from Aran Craft, and it's merino. It's the merino wool sweater cardigan with this really gorgeous button closure right there at that top collar. Just two little buttons, but done in that beautiful cabling and stitching that is steeped in Irish tradition. It's A460464. We're saving you over $13 off the normal QVC price, bringing it home for $129.96, $25.99 on your 5 easy pays. So we do have some colors here for you in that I am wearing it right now in the army green. I always gravitate towards this. I think it just makes my hair color pop. I'm really feeling my hair color apparently today. But this is the army green, which is always very, very popular. I do also have it here in the parsnip color. Ooh, I might pop that one on just to try it on for size. I love parsnips, by the way. And then we also have it in a few other colors that we're going to show you right now. That is your burgundy, soft gray, and ultramarine. Now that ultramarine is by far the most limited, but we do have sizes extra, extra small through double XL. So let me bring back in Barry Cullen. Oh, no, I'm not going to bring Barry Cullen back in. Well, I'm going to talk about it myself. Okay, so what I love about this one is that this, to me, has this very traditional Irish feel in that notched shawl collar with those beautiful buttons, which I will button up here. The buttons are, of course, dyed to match to make it very, very seamless. So it looks very traditionally Irish at the top, but the way that it releases so stunningly over the bust, over the hips, you have all this movement. I'm sorry? Oh, okay. Didn't mean to talk to me. Didn't mean to talk to me. The way that it releases so beautifully, meaning that you can layer this up, you can put your coat over it, your larger coat over it, but you have movement, you have fluidity, and of course you have the stunning cabling and that marled yarn again that we talked about earlier, those at least 2 different colors that are woven together that gives you depth and gives you dimension, and just it's just the most stunning thing. I'm so in love with this. All right, Barry is with us now. So sorry, I think we jumped ahead a little bit, caught you off guard.
No problem.
Couldn't wait to get to it.
No problem, no problem.
Well, this is my pick of the show because I was saying earlier, something about it feels very traditionally Irish, but very fresh and contemporary and modern at the same time. It's not easy to accomplish, Barry.
That is the beautiful thing about this, and the essence of what we always try to do with Aran Craft is to take those, like the Aran style knitwear was founded hundreds of years ago in these fishing villages off the coast of Ireland. So what we always try to do is to take those traditional stitches and try and basically use them to create structural elements to create a modern garment, really to meld the tradition and the modern fashion sense together. And really, that's at its essence what Aran Craft tried to do.
Oh, well, you hit the nail on the head, I dare say. I love the color that you have with you. That's the burgundy color?
This is burgundy that I have in my hands here.
Oh, so gorgeous. Again, all the colors I always feel are just like steeped in Irish nature, that you could just almost smell the fresh Atlantic air and you could feel that chill. I know you're having that storm right now. If I were sitting in an Irish castle such as you are right now, there is nothing more I would want to wrap myself up in than this sweater.
And that's the beautiful thing about the merino wool, because it really has that great ability to insulate yet also regulate your body temperature. And when you tie that in with the type of stitching that was created in the Aran Islands, these chunky cables and chunky features, what they do is they capture little pockets of air within the garment. And what that does is that will maintain your body temperature at something that feels comfortable to you.
Let's talk about some of the cabling. I have to try on that parsnip. I am wearing the army green. You know I always love the army green, but the parsnip always speaks to me as well. And it just happens to be in one of my Aran Craft sizes. This one I'm wearing right now, this is the small. I'm about to try it on in the extra small as well, just because I'm shopping with you and I like to try on colors if I can.
Actually, one of the things, the way that you have it hanging up there, even though this is an asymmetric sweater when it's buttoned up, it can be worn with the buttons open like that as well. And actually have the two, because you've got the 2 layers of material in the neck, it has the structure that it can actually it'll hold open on its own. It can be worn as a little bit of a waterfall.
I'm popping it on right now, and I'm going to show everyone exactly what you're saying. Okay, I'm ready. because I was wearing it earlier in the show with it open, and I love how you do your asymmetric. So thank you for that call out. We've called it out on a different sweater before, but when you do wear it open, it becomes very symmetrical. It's just when you, you know, affix the closure.
It's just the closure. It's just the closure that makes it asymmetric. Exactly.
Oh, I love this parsnip. Okay. I'm really into this color. This parsnip color, it goes with absolutely everything under the sun, from your little black dress to your ripped boyfriend jeans and boots. Oh, I think I like the extra small in this one. So let's talk about some of the cabling on this and some of the history behind it.
So I think if we start from the placket and work our way outwards, probably the most recognizable thing and really what defines the name a cable knit sweater is these fisherman's cables. And you can see here we've got a kind of a loose and a tight one. And because these were created in fishing communities like the Aran Islands off the coast of Galway, these would have represented the tools of the fishermen that are used every day. So these would be the ropes that they'd use to hold their nets in and basically to raise their sails. If we move across here a little bit, we tried to have a little bit of fun with the Celtic braid here. So the Celtic braid is all these intertwining threads that move a little bit further away from each other sometimes, move a little bit closer, and really that represents the different times in your life when your family and your friends, maybe you move away, maybe you move a little bit closer to home. And what we tried to do here is actually incorporate a little bit of touch of the claddagh, which you may have seen in some of the jewellery around, which is this beautiful, this heart shape that's kind of integrated into the fisherman's cable around here.
I can see it.
And really, that's supposed to represent fidelity and friendship. And of course, as you probably saw, many people would actually use the claddagh rings as actual wedding bands as well. But we were just trying to give a little nod to that beautiful claddagh design in the sweater. And then when you come across the side here, this is a beautiful piece to always see. If you see this on the side of a garment, it just gives this kind of chevron thing. What it represents is, if you ever see like a strand after the tide has just gone out, you see these diagonal lines where the waves have created these little ripples in the sand, and really that's what this is to represent. And of course, you can see there's also the fisherman's cable going down the whole way through this. And of course, it's a great way to integrate your pocket into the sweater as well. Until you actually put your hand in the pocket, it's almost invisible.
It is, and it never gets baggy, never gets saggy. But it just your hand, it's at that perfect spot. It just slips right in, and
it's a functional pocket as well.
And even the cuff along the sleeve just sort of makes that transition even more seamless. It's brilliant. Ooh, look at that marled yarn right there.
The element that we always try to do as much as possible is to actually have a matching element from the collar to the cuff to the hem. You can see that crisscross pattern is there on all three of those. Oh. And really what it does, it really just kind of, like, you mightn't notice it at first, but after a while, when you do notice, it really kind of ties the entire garment's design together.
And I just like the stylable abilities. It feels almost like a wrap, like your favorite blanket, right? Because it is that super soft, really luxurious merino wool. But then having those two buttons at that shawl collar, just all of a sudden makes you feel, it transports you to Malahide Castle. It takes you there. You feel a little Irish when you wear this, but you can make this as modern or casual or professional or elegant as you want. That's the beauty of a silhouette like this.
And what the way you described that is, it feels like you're just folding two pieces of material across you, but there's so many little elements that we've done to make it fit a little bit more than if it was just straight pieces of fabric. Yeah. Like if you follow the line down the end here, you can see this section here gets a little bit, once you get past the Empire line, it starts to move out a little bit, moves out a little bit. And really what that does is it's to frame the hip. It's to give you that A shape that's so flattering to everybody. And it's something that it doesn't scream at you when you look at it first, but when you wear it, you can see, why is something that I thought was going to be hang straight on me, fitting me so well? And it's because we've got these little hidden elements that we use these stitches to create this structure, the structure, little tricks of the eye, really.
The structure is never going to lose its shape. Again, don't hang it up. We always recommend to, fold them flat, stick them in a drawer, but it won't lose its shape. But it is accommodating to your shape as well, which I always marvel. And I think a lot of that has
merino wool garment.
Yes.
It will accommodate you. It will stretch a little bit when you put it on, but when you take it off and fold it up, it will kind of relax back into its shape. But that's just because of it's the way that the structure of the wool is done. It will always kind of relax back into its shape, and it's a sign of only the highest quality merino wools. Because when you get to very soft wools, it can sometimes be very hard to get things to keep their shape. But we rigorously source our wool so much that we only will allowed to use wool that has this ability to relax and reform its shape.
For people who have watched me before, and especially when I do like skincare or beauty, my skin is very, very sensitive. My neck is very sensitive, like anything on as far as skin. I can't do itchy. I have a hard time with, things that are tight or close around the neck. So whenever the first time I did a show with you guys, and I was like, oh, you want me to wear wool? Okay. It is so supremely soft. I could wear this right up against my neck with no issue whatsoever. In fact, instead of what you would think might be itchy or uncomfortable, it's comforting and it's warm and it's inviting, and you feel you're just blanketed in this beautiful, soft fabric.
And I think you probably agree with me. It's like if you had that experience when you were younger, maybe of having an old-fashioned style wool sweater, give one of these sweaters a go. Like this one, it's like you're not going to get as good a price as this for a long time.
No.
Try it once. You'll be convinced straight away that this is something that you're not going to be irritated by. It's not going to be scratching at your neck. And even for this one particularly, because of the double layer of material on the neck, it's not going to be sitting straight on your neck if you don't want it to.
I just think it's so easy to style, and it's so just warm and comforting. What a gorgeous gift to get for someone, or just to get for yourself, or add to your collection if you are a lover of Aran Craft and Merino wool, because it's very unique shape. But again, like I said at the beginning of this presentation, it's very unique and modern and fresh, but still feels very traditional at the same time.
And of course, we offer more colors to QVC than we do to anybody else.
So this is why you're shopping with us on our special holiday Irish event. So this here is your is it parsnip? I'm sorry. Yes, this is your parsnip color. I have it right here that I was wearing earlier. This is going to be your army green color, which I love as well. These are my two favorites in your collection always. And then Barry, you have it in the burgundy.
I have it in the burgundy, and I have it in the soft gray.
Beautiful.
I have it in the ultramarine.
There it is.
And I think that's
and that's
everything.
it. That's all we have. The burgundy now is the most limited. It is my pick of the show. It is a sale price for our last minute gift sale, because what a great gift for you or someone else. $129.96. You're saving over $13 right there, and your easy pay brings it home for $25.99. Is 846-0464. Barry, thank you so much. We're going to see you in a little bit. We're going to take a quick break.
Thank you, Julia. Talk to you soon.
See you soon. We're going to take just a very, very quick break, but do not go anywhere. We have 2 more hours of all things Irish, but I have someone joining me who goes by the name of Jane Tracy. All right, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Really? We were going to